Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you all of you safe at home. Thank you. So, this is Mr. Nageshwar Rao, your social teacher, going to discuss regarding the topic the world between the wars. In the 9th class, you all of you studied regarding the colonialism, imperialism, etc. What is colonialism? Whenever a country attacked on another country and occupied it, made that country as its colony, it is called as colonialism. Whenever a country attacked on other country, mainly in economical and political point of view, it is called as the colonialism. It's meant for a small country occupied by a big country. Occupation of one country by another country called as colonialism. In the world at that time, Britain, industrially well developed country, the nature supported all the Britain. So, about the raw material point of view, industrial point of view, skilled workers point of view, the England benefited by the God, benefited by the nature. So, industrially it developed very well. Whenever a country developed, it not only stopped there, it tried to expand its territories. In that way, Britain began occupying one after one all the countries in all the continents. You know everyone, a great title it consisting already. The sun never sets in the British Empire. The mighty power, the England country. Okay? So, during this time, so many things happened. That based on this, so many things happened. What happened? The Eric Hobsbawm, this is a great historian, explained very simply, very briefly, it is the age of extremes. What is the age of extremes? From the 1900 onwards, up to 2000, that period we are calling as 20th century. This 20th century is the age of extremes. It is nothing but everything is in the high level. Science developed very well, education developed, culturally developed, colonization developed, imperialism and about the battles, what not. In everything, improvement recorded rapidly. Okay? So, our topic is the causes for world wars. In the causes for world wars, there are actually two wars happened. 1914 to 1918 World War I, 1939 to 1945 World War II. Out of these two wars, today our discussion is regarding World War I. So what were the causes for World War I? Number one, aggressive nationalism. Aggressive nationalism. What is the meaning of nationalism? Whenever the citizens of one country having love and affection on its own country, it is called as a nationalism. So it is not a wrong thing. Every citizen should have the love and affection regarding their motherland. But trouble is, whenever they have the excess love and affection, it meant for, in their point of view, the all other countries are worst countries, are powerless countries, and we are the powerful countries. Our motherland is a powerful country. In every aspect point of view, if they have that such type of love and affection, over feeling, it is called as aggressive nationalism. This led automatically towards the battle, conflicts between the two countries. Any country persons, any country citizens having the same feeling, then what happened? It led further towards the conflict. The same thing happened regarding the Italy, regarding the Germany. these two countries developed such feeling as their race, their culture, their language, very well, powerful, ancient experience they have in their way, whatever they have the feeling, those are the one of the cause for the World War I. That is the aggressive nationalism. The second one is militarism. Military strength improvement. Improving the military strength in the form of the weapons, army, production of the ammunition for coming battle. That is nothing but we are ready, we are preparing for the future battles. Such a type of improvements of arms and ammunition is called as the militarism. Next, Balkan politics. Balkan area. It is a small peninsula in the Mediterranean Sea. East side of the Italy, west side of Turkey. The middle part, what is there, is called as Balkan Peninsula. These countries or this area is another cause. We will discuss elaborately next. The next cause, immediate cause. So let us discuss each and every one elaborately. Mainly the industrialized countries, the Britain, France, Germany, Russia, etc., having always suspicious regarding others, always doubts regarding others. If the other country developed a weapon newly, that enemy country have the doubts. Why did that country develop this much of powerful weapon? It may be used against us. So that is our responsibility to improve our military strength more powerful than the enemy country. This is the way of thinking going on among these all the countries. Thus, by having the doubt against enemies, they came together and began the forming of the secret alliances. That secret alliances, two types. Number one, triple alliance. Triple alliance. See here, blue colored mentioned countries: Italy, Austria and Germany. These three countries came together and formed as triple alliance. Against that, counter of this triple alliance, Russia, France and Britain. These three countries also came together and formed another association called as triple entity. What is it called as? Triple entity. So mainly the Germany, Austria and Italy, these three countries formed triple alliance, and France, Russia and Britain, these three countries came together and formed triple entity. So overall, these three countries and here three countries, it looks for you only 6 countries. But problem is, Italy, Germany and Austria in this group, Russia, Britain and France in this group, having the so many colonies in the world. So that all colonies also directly or maybe indirectly joined behind these two groups. So in front of us, the total team in front, only 3 countries visible for us. But not only these 3, behind them number of countries are there. At that time, how many colonies were controlled by these countries? That all came together. That is regarding triple alliances, secret alliances called as. And come to this one, these all countries competed each other to increase the military strength. To increase the military strength, military power. From 1880 to 1914, in between these years, they increased 3 times of expenditure on the army. And not only that, they built massive standing armies also. Nothing but the soldiers increased, military power increased, that is nothing but tanks, arms, ammunition, different newly technology whatever introduced. Based on that, a new weapon prepared and production started. Like this, every country as a part of triple alliance, as a part of triple entity, how many countries were there? These all countries began increasing production of the weapons. Mainly, in those days, there was one of the biggest empire called as Ottoman Empire. What is Ottoman Empire? Please observe the first picture. The blue colored area is called as Mediterranean Sea, and this is the blue colored area called as the Black Sea. In between these two seas, the middle light brown color area called as Turkey country. This Turkey country occupied the neighboring countries all. The dark brown colored area, that total called as a beautiful, one of the great empire once upon a time. It is called as Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire's leader is Turkey. It is nothing but the Turkeys controlled so much of area in the form of occupation as a part of its battle. That empire called as Ottoman Empire. So look at here. This is a small part. Italy, east side, Turkey, west side. This is the peninsula. What was there? It is called as Balkan Peninsula. So look at this map once again. Balkan Peninsula clearly is there. So Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, Adriatic Sea, Italy's right side here. So 1, 2 and 3. 3 sides water, one side connected to the mainland. The peninsula called as Balkan Peninsula. This Balkan Peninsula was under control of the Turkey Sultan as a part of the Ottoman Empire. But whenever the years are passing, the Ottoman Empire's power gradually decreased. It was disbanded. So overall, Ottoman Empire disappeared. When the Ottoman Empire disappeared, these countries began fighting for independence. Few got: Greece, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Romania, Slovenia, etc. places already got independence from the Ottoman Empire. In the same way, Serbia, Bosnia also trying. When this situation is going on, the Austria, above country, is a great country, it is empire at the time also. It occupied the Serbia. Nothing but the water droplets showered on the thoughts of the Serbians and Bosnians of independence, whatever they are fighting. So, overall, what happened? The rivalry started between the Austria and Serbia. Okay, so this is the history of the Balkan Peninsula. So, once again, the Balkan countries were under control of the Ottoman Turkey Empire. After downfall of the Ottoman Empire, all big powers in Europe tried to show their supremacy over the Balkan Peninsula. Austria was trying to suppress the Serbian rebels who were against the Austrian rule. So this is the situation during the time of the Balkan Peninsula. So whenever situation is like this, the Austrian's crown prince visited the Bosnia. His name is Ferdinand, along with his wife, visited the Bosnian region. So already Bosnian Serb people got angry against the ruling of Austria. By taking advantage, one of the Bosnian Serb assassinated the Ferdinand of Austria. When it was happened? It is on 28th June of 1914. Austria warred the Serbians, but Serbians did not listen. So the Austria declared war on Serbia on 28th of 1914. So what was the immediate cause of World War I? The Bosnian Serb assassination of the Ferdinand of Austrian Crown Prince is the immediate cause of World War I. So see what happened. This is one of the picture explaining how the Bosnian Serb assassinated the Austrian Crown Prince Ferdinand and his wife Sofia. So these are the two persons, Ferdinand and his wife Sofia, Prince of Austria and his wife. Okay? And so, whenever the Austria declared the war against Serbia, Russia came forward to help him. Why? Because Serbia also part of tribal entity. Serbia also part of tribal entity. To rescue the Serbia, Russians involved in the battle against Austrians. So like this, one after one, these all the countries. What all these countries? England, France, Germany, Russia and Austria. These all countries jumped in the war. So the World War I began. This is enough for today. What was the course of the World War I? How it was happened? What were the results, etc. We'll discuss in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.